Okay, this video is going to discuss your statistics in Quizlet. Now, compared to Anki, the Quizlet statistics are way simplified and do not get into as much detail. So, depending on how much detail you want will depend on whether you prefer to use Quizlet or prefer to use Anki. But I will say this. The reason we want you studying using the long-term learning method is because the statistics will benefit you and how well you do and perform on your test and even in boards later on. So let's just take a quick look here and I'll show you the breakdown. So right here at the bottom it says terms studied in the last 7 days. Now if your stats look like this, chances are you're probably not going to be passing. But or you're not studying enough, quizzing yourself enough. So here's how this goes down. On Tuesday I studied 4 terms, on Friday I studied 4 terms, and on Monday I studied 9 terms. As you can tell, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday I didn't study at all. So this lets you see how much you're really studying, how many terms and questions you're going through and quizzing yourself on per day. And this is good because let's say you're a genius and you have studied this much, you've studied 3 days this week, you've studied only a total of 9 as your highest and 4 as your lowest terms on each of those given days, and you've made an A on your test. Well, you can continue doing what you're doing and it's working. However, if you come back and you have these stats and you've had an F on your test, you can pretty much assume that you have to boost your stats in this section here and study more. Now, the good thing is, along with that comes this little section here, your overall progress. So overall, there's 10 terms. And in those 10 terms that we've been studying, 10% we don't know, 50% we know okay, 40% we do know, and 0% we know well. Now this is handy because if you think about it, you've got a bunch of material and you've been studying it as you get it. And your test is coming up. You can look at this and say, okay, out of all the information that I've received so far for, let's say, my Gross Anatomy 1 test, I only know 50% okay. So that sets you up to know, you probably need to study a little bit more, quiz yourself a little bit more frequently using the long-term studying on Quizlet. Because the more you know and know well, the better you'll perform on that test. So that's how you can look at these stats and determine, hey, am I studying enough or am I not studying enough? So that's it for this video.